Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com.
Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. There were multiple negative factors that pressed the grain futures lower yesterday. Corn down 6, beans down 9, KC wheat down 28 by the bushel. Unexpected rains in the central and northern parts of Argentina led the way, along with a stronger U.S. dollar, weaker crude oil, and a positive outlook on the negotiations for an extension of the Black Sea Grain Initiative for possibly up to a year. Apparently, the Ukraine has over 1 billion bushels of grain, mostly corn and wheat, in position in and around the Black Sea ports, awaiting the arrival of over 140 vessels delayed for inspection in Turkey before being allowed to proceed to the Ukraine. Aside from the general weak tone of U.S. corn exports and corn demand, cheap wheat out of Russia and Australia is further weighing on corn demand. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and Archer Daniels Midland is open for Milo trucks this week, 8 to 4:45. Cargill and Houston open for trucks today, Thursday, from 7 to 12. And the Andersons Houston open Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 to 3. For help marketing your grains, contact John Tuggle, 800-288-4453. Larry Marble was down on the farm. I'm with Stephen from D&D. Stephen, you're talking T-Post with us today, correct?
Yes, sir. My buddy Tony and I are here. Larry, we've got a smoking hot deal on some 6.5 foot, 1.33 green T-Post. Tony, what are those guys running?
They're going for $5.99. That's for 1 or 1,000.
Great prices on T-Post from D&D. Stephen, tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340. I'm at extension 160.
And you can reach me at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Stephen and Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin. Neighbor, let's take a quick look at our meats. We'll begin with the National Pork Carcass Cutout value up 4 on Wednesday afternoon at $83.05. USDA says federal hog slaughter 428,000 head through Wednesday, taking the week to date to 1.389 million head. That's about 56,000 head, down from last week, 27,000 head lower than the same week last year. As we look toward wholesale box beef prices, higher on Wednesday afternoon. Choice box up 71 at $287.91. The select box up $280 with $273.64. USDA's estimated cattle slaughter, 126,000 head for Wednesday. That brought the week-to-date figure to 357. That's 19,000 head lighter than last week and about 3,000 head below the same kill this time last year. Neighbor, there's your meat moves for yesterday.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel, with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
Neighbor, this organization also has locations in Stephenville and Lomita. Look them up on the web, DeBose Pipe, Panel, and Gate. We are on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, we've got a sale in San Saba. How's it shaping up?
You bet, Larry. We got right close to 1,100 head on the yards right now. About 200 cows and about 20-something bulls. We're kind of looking around that 1,400 head, give or take a little bit, Larry. We had a good little shower come through this morning. Some folks got, or it was Wednesday morning, about a half an inch up to an inch in some areas. So very well received. Definitely going to help our country start greening up here before we know it.
Good deal. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for the San Saba sale today.
You bet. Give us a call, Larry. Go 325-372-5159. Keep in mind, next Thursday on March the 2nd, we'll have stock at feeder sale, but also we'll have the Cattleman's Kind, Simmental, Sim Angus bulls, and Simmental bulls, mostly all black. I think we've got 48 blacks and 10 reds, Larry. And we already got all the information up on the website, catalog, pictures, everything. That's at jordancattle.com for next week on March the 2nd.
All right. We'll talk to you on Thursday night. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you, sir.
MG Building and Materials reminds you to start your next project today with an MG personal credit card. No interest if paid in full within 6 months. Apply for your card at any MG Building Materials store. Get all the information at mgbuildingmaterials.com. Remember, those stores are San Antonio, Corpus Christi, Kerrville, Pleasanton, and Uvalde. Call that Uvalde store at 2301 East Main Street at 830-278-4439.
We are on the line with Cousin Brian Lintzman from Seguin Cattle Company. Cousin Brian, how'd the sale go?
It ended up really good, Larry. Ended up with 779 head of cattle. Quality was good. The market is active. Stocker cattle holding their own. Packer cows and bulls, I'd call them another $2, $3, $4, $5 better. Ended up those 2 to 3 weight steers, $1.79 to $2.76. 3 to 4 weights, $2.04 to $2.76. 4 to 5 weights, $1.81 to $2.58. 5 to 6 weights, $1.68 to $2.32. 6 to 7 weights, $1.62 to $2.06. With 7 to 800 pound steers, $1.43 to $1.73. Get to the heifer mates, 2 to 3 weights, $1.51 to $2.40. 3 to 4 weights, $1.80 to $2.74. 4 to 5 weights, $1.74 to $2.32. 5 to 6 weights, $1.64 to $2.06. With 700 pound heifers, $1.51 to $1.93. On the cow end, those good utility cows, from 69 to $1.05, cutters 56 to 79, canners 51 to 64. So, we've seen a good increase on the demand for these Packer cows. Top end of the bulls bring $1.20 today. We had a few palpated cows up to $13.50 with some pairs at $12.50. So, cattle market, plenty strong.
Good. The sheep and goat side of it?
Sheep and goats, those good nannies from 105 to 280 with the kid bringing from 3 to 350, and you get to the door per use from $100 to $155 with lambs bringing 280 to 320. So, just like I said, good solid market. I don't know, Larry. It's one of those things, everybody needs to be on the top end every now and then, and we're finally there.
Good deal. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for next week's sale.
You can give us a call at 830-379-9955, or you can give me a call on my cell phone at 830-305-0652.
Brian, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Thank you, Cousin Larry.
Bye-bye. Larry Marble with Down on the Farm. I'm with Stephen from D&D. Stephen, you're talking T-Post with us today, correct?
Yes, sir. My buddy Tony and I are here. Larry, we've got a smoking hot deal on some 6.5 foot, 1.33 green T-post. Tony, what are those guys running?
They're going for $5.99. That's for 1 or 1,000.
Great prices on T-Post from D&D. Stephen, tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340. I'm at extension 160.
And you can reach me at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Stephen and Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin. We are on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock, about 5 minutes after 8 on Wednesday evening. How'd the cattle still go in Fredericksburg, Sean?
Went good, Larry. We ended up with right at 800. Didn't quite get our 1,000 we were talking about, but the market was good. Cows and bulls probably 2 to 3 higher. Some of the steers, 550 down, might have been 10, 12 higher. Some of the heavier cattle, it was steady. On the heifers, I'd call it probably steady. There might have been a couple of them classes just a tick higher, but I thought we got along real well. We had a few bred cows. Looked like there was a little more activity there. Some of those bred cows bring up to 1,500. Didn't have many good pairs. We had a few pairs kind of bring up to 1,500. So I thought we got along real well. Market was good. Everybody jumped in there and acted like they needed some cattle. Like I say, it was on those 550 weight cattle down. It was sure probably $10 higher again. So
good.
It was good. We had some 4-weight cattle bring over $3. I thought that was good. So it sure seemed active.
What do you anticipate for next week?
Oh, Larry, I think we'll get something like we had this week, probably. Somewhere around that 2,500 on the sheep and goat end, and cattle end, somewhere between that 800 and 1,000. It's time of year, so that's what we're anticipating.
Tell everybody how to go ahead. I'm sorry.
We've got those Hereford bulls we've been talking about. They will be there next week. So anybody needing a Hereford bull, sure come see us.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
Sean, thank you a bunch, and we'll talk with you next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Never This Portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. The location in High. Call Keno at 830-868-0200. That's PMI High.
We are on the line with Jim Wheeler from Atascosa Livestock, Pleasanton, Texas. Jim, how'd everything go at the exchange?
Market's still real good, if not even a little bit better. And they put $8 on Packer cows this week, so it's good all the way around.
Walk the pens with us, Jim.
491 head, 200 were steers, 201 heifers, 61 cows and 22 bulls. Steer side 2 to 3 weights, $1.80 to $2.55. Heifers were $1.70 to $2.25. 3 to 4 weight steers $1.75 to $2.50. Heifers were $1.65 to $2.12. 4 to 5 weight steers $1.70 to $2.40. Heifers were $1.60 to $2.01. 5 to 6 weight steers $1.60 to $2.20. Heifers were $1.40 to $1.93. 6-7 weight steers $1.45 to $1.90. Heifers were $1.30 to $1.75. 7 to 8 weight steers $1.35 to $1.70. Heifers were $1.20 to $1.05. 8 to 9 weight steers $1.20 to $1.45, and the heifers were $1.10 to $1.30 there Tuesday.
What do they have on the cows?
At 190 this week. Best packer cow brought $1.05. Best bull brought $1.20. Red cows anywhere from $6.25 to $1,400, and we had one little pair we kept together. She brought $11.50.
Do you know of anything for this next week?
Yeah, I got one man. He said he'd have 30 to 50 more calves this week. Next week. He sure liked this week if he can catch.
All right. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
Jim, we appreciate it, and we'll talk with you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Neighbor, did you know, combined with the truss department, insulation department, and millworks department, just 3 of the departments there at MG Building Materials, they've got the ability to deliver an entire building package from a single supplier. They are truly your one-stop shop. They have 5 locations around South and Central Texas. Let's count them down right quick. Pleasanton, Kerrville, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. MG Building Materials, your one-stop shop. MGBuildingMaterials.com.
We are on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde. Klein, I don't guess we've talked about sheep and goats yet. Let's do that before we talk about cattle.
We had 525 head yesterday. Real active market. Those heavy lambs are pretty steady, and everything else I'd call 15 to 20 better across the board. Those heavy lambs, $1.20 to $2.20. Those light lambs, $2.10 to $3.05. Fat ewes, $65 to $1.30, and those thin packer ewes, $45 to $85. Packer nannies yesterday, $85 to $1.55. Fat Spanish nannies, $1.15 to $1.65. Those stocker nannies, $1.60 to $2.60. Good cow burritos, $2.50 up to $3.60, and those lightweights were $2.10 up to $4 on a handful. And the billies yesterday, $1.65 to $2.30. So overall, a pretty good little market there.
Good. How's the market going to shape up for cattle in Uvalde?
I think the market's going to be really good tomorrow, Larry. We got lots of calves on the yard this evening. We got a little over 500 here. We got I'd say we got about 75 or 80 cows for sure. We're going to palpate about 45 of them in the morning. We're going to have a few pairs, got a few young cows in the mix. So should have a decent set of cows kind of pick through tomorrow and have lots of calves and yearlings for everybody.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Klein Spear.
Call us the office, 830-278-5621. On my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
We appreciate it. Thank you for the call.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Larry Marble with Down on the Farm. I'm with Stephen from D&D. Stephen, you're talking T-Post with us today, correct?
Yes, sir. My buddy Tony and I are here. Larry, we've got a smoking hot deal on some 6.5 foot, 1.33 green T-post. Tony, what are those guys running?
They're going for $5.99. That's for 1 or 1,000.
Great prices on T-Post from D&D. Stephen, tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340. I'm at extension 160.
And you can reach me at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Stephen and Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin. We're on the line with Chris Carter from Karnes County Livestock Exchange down Kennedy Way. Chris, we always begin by thanking the folks that do business with us.
You got it, Larry. We do want to thank all of you for all your consignments. Last week, we ended up with 720 head of cattle, and the market ended stronger again. It's creeped up again now for 3 weeks straight.
Let's walk those pins.
Number 1 steers, 2 to 3 weight, 207 to 240. 3 and 4 is 206 to 265. 4 and 5 weights, 196 to 245. 5 and 6 is 187 to 224. 6 and 7 weights, 197 to 167 to 196. And the 7-8 weights, 153 to 170. On the heifers, 2 to 3 weight, 168 to 208. 3 and 4 is 181 to 225. 4 and 5 weights, 183 to 215. 5 and 6 is 173 to 217. 6 and 7 is 154 to 180, and the 7-8 weight's 114 to 132. We had 14 packer bulls last week, and high yielding was $1.11 up to $1.18 on the best bull. Medium was 92 to 97. We had 106 packer cows. High yielding was 94 up to $1.02. Medium 74 to 82, and the low end 32 to 38. We had some really good bred cows and pairs in last week. We had 8 bred cows. The better end brought from $1,250 up to $1,500 on the best cow, and the planter one's $800 to $1,000. We had a dozen pair in. The better end brought from $14.75 up to $18.50 on the best cow pair, and the plainer ones was $1,100 to $13.50.
What do you got under the barn for this week?
At the present time, we've got 575 head checked in, and we're looking for about 750 come sale time. We've got 65 packer cows and bulls, 9 palpated cows, and the rest are yearlings. Looking through these checks last week, I saw many steers in the high $1,100 range, and the packer market is crazy high also. Had a $1,700 packer cow last week.
Good deal. Tell everybody how to contact you.
For any questions, please call Waylon Rouse at 361-542-0810 or myself at 210-286-5345.
We appreciate you. Thank you, Chris.
Yes, sir. Take care.
Neighbor, here's your shotgun look at the grains. Corpus Milo, 1364. Yellow corn to Corpus, 864. Wheat to Houston, 1006. Beans to Houston, 1509.5. Texas cotton, 3,473. Bale at 79.63. That's it for Down on the Farm. I'm Larry Marble, your neighbor.